You're hating on it, huh? You're hating on it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rico back at it again, joined by my good buddy Kevin, the Dolphin fan, Gerard. My man Gerard he's been working, so we haven't been able to hang out. So, um, Kev, say what's up to the people, man.
What's going on,
What's
guys?
going on,
Been
guys?
selling a lot of weed, so that's what.
The weed man, weed man. Yeah, I got you. So we are back at it. Mark Bloomquist, what is going on? Good evening to those that are tuning in. Tip money, tip money. What's going on, Dave? What's happening? Great subject line for tonight. You damn right. Don't bother buying Madden.
Oh,
But I'm coming from a different angle. You guys should know me better than that. I don't follow the grain. Outrage on the Madden ratings. Nope. Nope. And we're gonna talk about it. Repo, you see that? Rico and Papa Peck. Yo, they know you as Papa Peck. Yo, give him those pecks, boy. Bop, bop.
haven't been in the gym in 4 months, so
Bounce, bounce.
yeah. Wait till next time.
Wait till next time. Jason Jones, what's going on? I love playing Madden, but they snubbed our whole team. We're gonna talk about that.
Man,
We're gonna talk about that. Kevin, relax.
God,
Relax,
homers
Kevin.
and it's highest I've ever seen.
Thomas Falzone. What's going on, my guy? Thomas Falzone. You know what? I love you guys, man. Brian Bowers. I love the usuals, the usual suspects in the building. Ryan Sealback. I see you, my G. Welcome to tonight's show. This is Rico and the Rico Report. I might even change the name up to the Chop because we always chop it up. So I might call it the Chop. I might call it the Rico Report. Man, I'm all over the place. But nonetheless, what is consistent is you guys showing up and showing BF love. So I appreciate it. So welcome to the show. I've got my good friend Kevin here. This is the Buffalo Fanatics, and we are here. Mark Bloomquist starting off with a bang, biggity bang. He says, I'm hoping to see the Dolphins lose in Miami. Of course they will. They're going to lose in Miami. To the Bills, yes, but they're not going to be as bad as most people think. I think they're going to actually be very, very competitive. But this guy over here thinks otherwise. I don't get it. I don't understand what his issue is with his team. He's got no confidence in his team.
It's too early. They play you week 2.
It's too early.
Yeah, it's 5 new starters on the offensive line. Well, 4 new starters and
Right.
5 guys in a new position. It's too early.
By the way, can you guys hear my friend Kevin? If you guys can hear him clearly, just give me a thumbs up. Pete Bonaker. What's going on, Pete? What's happening, my guy? So welcome everybody. This is the Buffalo Fanatics, and I wanna get this out of the way. I want to give a shout out to my whole team. I want to give a shout out to the roster. The roster is strong. The roster is, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We out there. You know what I'm saying? The podcast game is good, is solid. We've got something going every day of the week. We've got myself, the Bills guys, and we've got the Hump Day Hotline on the weekdays. Listen, man, we are pumping you guys full of content. And it never stops. So shout out to each and every one of you guys tuning in. There's 90 people. Let's get this room up to 150 and let's keep it bumping. So if you guys are looking to read our articles and to get the updates, I want you guys to hit up the buffalofanatics.com. Everything that we have is there. If you guys are not familiar with us on different social media platforms, we are also on Instagram. Smash that like, give us a follow on Instagram. It's the Buffalo Fanatics on Instagram. And if you are wanting to be part of the Flick Chat, chatwithbf.com. It's that simple. Wait till the season starts where we have a forum for us to just chat it up and hit the polls. You've got everything you need on the Flick Chat. Please hit us up. Not only that, hit up the BF fan shop. If you want your merch, that is where to go. And last but not least, at the end of our show, we try to do some call-ins. So we're gonna appreciate that. We're gonna get this thing started. So that being said, let us get into the show. So you guys are gonna notice that I changed up I went with the topic of, if you're gonna buy Madden, don't bother. Don't bother buying it. Don't bother buying it. But most people are gonna think it's because we got snubbed. Nope. That is not the reason. And I'll tell you this. First and foremost, true. Hold on, Gappa, get closer to the mic. He's too quiet. Oh, okay, we'll get him there. So when you have people, what's wrong, man? What's the matter?
Oh, I'm just reading some guy. I some of these comments. Man.
Somebody's comments.
Someone wrote, "Josh Allen 77. What the hell?" And I was like, "I know it's too high."
You're a fool. He said it's too high. You're a dumbass. You're already starting your shit. You're already starting on your bullshit. So
that way they'll start yelling at me. It's been a while.
It's been a while. You gotta.
I haven't been yelled at.
Yo,
I like reading the comments afterwards when I go by. That's where the real rage hits.
Yeah, the rage will
Usually
hit.
the guys at the beginning, they're like not too bad, and then when I read the comments after at the end, that's when they're like, "This guy doesn't know fucking anything." Like they're just losing their minds. Really good.
Yo, these guys are true. Hold on, Kevin, speak up. Hold on.
Really, you still can't hear me?
Hold on. Let me just check. Can you guys hear him now? Is it better? If you guys can hear it, I hope they can.
I don't know, man.
Can you guys hear us much better? If you guys can, give us a thumbs up. If not, let me know. Let's see if they can hear us. They always say that you're always you're not speaking up. I'll never understand it.
Well, you're just so loud.
Much better? Okay, they say it's much better. Okay. So here's the deal. Kevin is not pleased with a lot of you guys that are making these comments, and
No, I don't care. It's cool. That's what I expect when I come on. You know, like you always pump it up too. Like he's the Dolphin, and then you always ask me like a question that leads me into something. You know,
Yeah.
it's gonna piss me off.
for sure.
And then I get the. It's always the guys the next day though. They're just fucking furious.
They get on you, and as they should get on you. So when I brought up the Madden, so for true Madden folks that have been playing since, for me, I'll speak for myself, since the Sega Genesis days, Madden 96. That's how long I've been playing it consistently, haven't missed a year, right? And it shouldn't ever matter what the damn rating is for a player. Stop your nonsense. What? You can't hear me?
I think they mean me.
Oh, they're talking about you?
I just assume so. They can hear you even if there was no mic.
Yeah, for real. I'm loud.
He's
I'm
a
loud.
Boomer. He's a boomer. Yeah.
So I've been playing since day one. So when I hear, oh man, don't buy Madden because they keep snubbing us, and until they start really giving us love, that's when I'm gonna buy Madden. Yo, if you can ball, give me the Redskins. Give me the Redskins.
No, we don't say that name.
That's true. You're right.
They are in a rough spot.
Give me the Red Wolves. Give me the Red Tails.
Actually, did you hear about this? Did you hear about the guy, the dude?
No.
Oh, this is the best thing. So the Redskins had like all these possible names.
Okay.
And some real estate guy in Maryland went and bought them all up.
Oh.
So now he's holding on to them.
Smart man.
Yeah. Now he's holding on to them all, and the Redskins are gonna have to pay him out if they want one of these names. It's amazing.
That's good. See, he's a forward thinker. That's a forward thinker.
Yeah.
Somebody said call him the Foreskins. Wow, Dan Brown.
Ouch. Dan
For
Brown.
real, Dan Brown. Take it easy. Take a seat. So for those, and I mean this sincerely, for those that are worried about these damn ratings, oh no, Trey White's an 89. And
I think he's a 90. Well, I get that.
I think they bumped him to a 90. Josh Allen's a 77,
Too high.
but his throw power is 99.
Too high. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get the Trey White one because someone was telling me like I haven't seen all the ratings yet, but someone was telling me that like Richard Sherman's super high.
Richard Sherman is high. He's always high. His play recognition is like 95 to like 99.
Yeah, like it should have been like a long time ago. He's not bad yet, but
he's
but
still got
zero chance he's better than Trey White.
He's still got great play recognition. Now, and I don't want to miss on this point.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is this. And let me take my glasses off because I'm being dead serious here, folks. I'm just kidding. So, what I'm trying to say is this. If you're really nice and mad, you are, if you're real good, you're playing with your linebackers. So you can survey the middle of the field if you need to, if you're nice, if you're really nice like that. And if you're really nice, you survey the field with your safety. So it doesn't really matter. If you know the game and you play online, you make these guys rage quit. I don't care. You can run with the damn Patriots.
You were probably the guy that took Mike Vick every time and just ran with him because he couldn't figure out how to throw. Neither could he in real life.
Yo, I think everybody ran with Mike Vick. Everybody ran with Mike Vick.
You remember, you couldn't use him. Yeah, like it had to be the rule. No one could
You
use
know what I mean?
Vikings.
So if you a true Madden player, let me tell you, nothing more satisfying than when you get a user pick. Woo! a user pick, and what I call it is a bait. You bait players where you give them, because everybody knows they run that play where you got the tight end that goes up and hits the middle with a little slant, and then there's another one with a post. You know what I'm saying? So one of these guys, bait them. Let them think that it's gonna be open in tow. That's what we call that. Interception. So, and then if you really good, you set up your lineman, align it, push up on a press, get those guys screaming. And for those that play Madden, screaming means to get on the line and scream at that quarterback. Just flood the quarterback and make him flustered, and he throws it up. Interception.
Hang on. Love you, Dave. Dave, he contributed and he said it was for me.
No. And I'll tell you this. Dave, my guy.
Yeah.
My guy
Thanks,
DM3.
buddy.
Big love for Kev, but the Dolphins still suck. Look at this guy. He's showing you love, but he's telling you suck. Rico, keep doing your thing. Great stuff, fellas. My guy Dave. With the built-in Buffalo. Y'all, if you guys wanna get a different perspective and some more content, my guy Dave is doing his thing, man. He's like a one-man show over there, man. One-man show. That's what I'm seeing. So keep doing your thing, Dave. Keep doing your thing. I got my guy to ref. He says, but Rico, they rated J.R. Alexander the same as Trey. Jair Alexander is nice though.
He's really good. But
He is really
he's not
good.
Trey White, but he's really good. He's really good. I would say that Jair Alexander's rating is probably accurate, and White should be higher. But I'm gonna let
About what?
White. I'm gonna
2 points.
Well,
91.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my point here because this is pissing me off.
Give it to him.
All the Bills fans crying about their ratings. They gave 8 yards a catch Cole Beasley.
Watch your mouth.
They gave him a higher rating than Xavier Howard. So, excuse me if I'm not too sympathetic to the Trey White snubbing, considering Xavier Howard was hurt last year. The year before, he led the NFL in picks, and he was an all-pro. And he has a 80 rating below Cole Beasley. Beasley's a nice slot receiver, but he's not making an all-pro team.
So
That pissed me off.
What did Xavier Howard do last year for him to warrant a high marking?
He played like 3 games, and then he got hurt, and they put him on the shelf.
Okay, well he's just gonna have to earn his way to get up there.
Castillo, Xavier Howard has more picks in like a year and a half than Trey White will get. I'll tell you that. 12 picks in 16 games. When White gets 12 picks in 16 games, come find me.
Wow, Kevin is on something today. Kevin is on something today.
I like White. I liked White when he came out of the draft. Remember, you were upset when they drafted Trey White.
I was like, oh, Trey White. Who the hell's Trey White?
No, you were like, oh, man. And my brother and I told you that Trey White was really good. I like Trey White.
Raul Ortiz says Edmonds is way too slow. Listen, don't worry about Edmonds being too slow. He's not. If you're a good player, you use your Edmonds and you bait these guys. Stop it. If you guys are too worried about that, don't buy the game. Go buy Zelda. You know what I'm saying? Go buy. Give me a game that these guys are playing these days that are out there.
I don't know what the game.
Go buy what? Go buy Fortnite. Okay, go build up the little walls and take your toy guns and shoot and go do that.
Call of Duty, but with like
No. Show some respect for Call of Duty.
Just same game, except they have weird costumes or something.
Muhammad Ali, what's going on, man? Ross back. He said too low.
Oh, not too slow.
Oh, too low. Excuse me. I thought you meant too slow. It looks like I can't read.
Juan Castillo.
So I'm just saying, people. What do you got?
I got Juan. He's still busting me. He's like, oh, Trey White will never get that many picks because no one throws at him. Well, Miami threw at him last game with Devontae Parker. 5 catches on 6 targets for 85 yards, and he went over 100 for the game.
So Kevin is on something today, and I love it. And I'll take that. Apex Legends. Yep, I know you guys are playing Apex Legends. I know that. So I mean, there's a bunch of games that are out there. If you guys don't want to play, go play something else. Go play FIFA. Actually, I love FIFA. FIFA's legit. Go play 2K. Okay? Leave Madden for the real ballers. And furthermore, nobody plays franchise. Okay? It's either they're playing online and they're playing MUT. So stop the BS. When you play MUT, you got a whole bunch of guys on your squad. So I don't want to hear no ratings nonsense, man. Like, that's for the birds. Real true ballers know what's good when it comes to Madden. Madden ratings. Boy, stop, man. Get a good scheme, and that's it, man. That's over with. Anyway, I just wanted to get that out of the way, and so you guys understand. They say, yo, Kevin, speak up and say it with your chest.
I just don't have that Rick James in me.
Say it with your chest. So that now that that's out of the way, I wanted to touch on something that I posted today, and this is about my guy Duke Williams. And most people are like, yo, not again, Duke Williams. Nope. I need to bring this up because there are some folks that just want nothing to do with Duke Williams. They think that he is too slow. They claim he's too slow. He don't got it. We just drafted 2 receivers, so he's out of here. All of that stuff, right? So today he posted a video of him putting that work, putting real work in, and he looked lighter. He looked quicker. And you know what? He's motivated. You could just tell. You know when someone's putting some work in, you could tell. And I retweeted that. I was like, yo, man, don't you know what I mean? That's my guy. Don't mess with my guy. He's coming for you. Some people were like, yo, it's true, it's right. So then it got me going into like looking at remembering some of the games that he was in. Y'all remember when he went against the Titans? They activated him for the Titans. What does he do? Catches the game winner. No big deal. You know what I'm saying? Cold all year, put him in the game, catches a game winner. Okay, still disrespected. Put him on the bench. You know what I mean? Let Robert Foster do his thing. Whatever. Let's fast forward. Playoff game, 10 targets, we all know that. It's the catches this guy was making because the claim is that he's too slow. He can't get separations, but yet he's making contested catches. No problem, right? So here's where the conversation came in. Anthony Mangan. I don't want to mess your name up. Anthony, what's going on, man? Let me see what Anthony's got to say. I was waiting all of 2019 for them to bring Duke up. I think if they had before the playoffs, he would have had a better game. And you're right. And I think that he would have had much more chemistry with Josh Allen with in-game speed and in-game experience instead of just practice. But we're not talking about practice. Are we talking about practice?
No, practice.
We're not talking about practice, are we?
No.
We're not. You know what I mean? We're talking about game. It's game time. So the point I'm trying to make is this, folks. Okay? Rico's in love with that diving catch against the Texans. You damn right. Because I went nuts, Brian Bowers. That catch was something else. Right? For a guy that is, he's got the case of the dropsies. Oh, you can't get separation. He's too slow. But my man was putting in that work in. Okay? But I bring this up for this reason. Because I said that he has a very good chance on making this team because A, he's coming back to the same offensive coordinator. B, he's coming back to the same quarterback. And C, he's coming back to a better team overall in terms of the O-linemen are all coming into their second year together. You know what I'm saying? They added some pieces on the offensive running back room. And he's his second year in the same system. And the fact that he's got familiarity with the team, the system, the coaching, the scheme, and everything should give him a huge advantage over some of the rookie quarterbacks, like receivers that we brought in. Case in point, Gabe Davis and Isaiah Hodgins. So I've been saying that Isaiah Hodgins and Duke are going to be the ones battling with each other. And when it comes down to it, the person that has the most advantage or the biggest advantage would be Duke because he's going into the second year into the system. See, some people feel differently about that.
Well, if you're just talking about for a roster spot,
right?
You quite often when a team invests a draft pick in you, they are more likely to keep you. So Duke Williams is like, what is he now? 29 years old or something like that.
Ish. I think he's 28.
So he's like 29 years old. I'm not saying he can't make it, but like when you've got that, and then you've got like a rookie that you just invested a draft pick in, I think that Williams has to be decidedly better for him to get that roster spot.
Agreed. And I'm in agreement with you. And this is why I say that he's got the advantage because he knows what the system is asking for, right? So I look at it as this. Gabe Davis has to come in and really outshine Duke Williams. Really outshine him. But the fact that they drafted him, it holds a little bit of weight. Now, I will say this though, and this is where I struggle. Do we give too much credit or do we give too much weight to drafted receivers, right? Over free agent guys that we bring in or undrafted guys, right? And I started to go back on seeing who we've drafted the last 10 years and how much they've contributed to this team and how much we covet them so much and why, right? Hold on, I'm gonna reach over here.
I see where you're going.
You see where I'm going with it? Is it gonna work
okay.
in my favor or what?
Well, I see where you're going, but it's two different things, right?
Okay,
If
talk
we're,
to me.
if we're talking about, because you're gonna pull up like stats and stuff.
Not
of-
stats,
or-
just the people. And
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
let
no,
them
I get
decide.
that. But
Yeah.
what I mean is we're talking about, are we giving them too much credit that they'll have a successful career, or are we talking about who has the upper hand in making a roster in their rookie year? Because one thing about the names that you're going to read, I would be curious to see what the percentage of those were that made the roster. I'm probably going to say it's at least 90%.
Yes, and what I'm trying to show here is that we give them too much credit. And because we drafted them, they're more likely to make the team. How many times have we drafted these guys and they're bums? So let's go back. Let's go back to, let's see, 2000. Let's go 2010. I mean, a nice round number. Okay. Marcus Easley is who we drafted. Hold on a second. Scott Van Loo, my guy. Thanks for that donation. Rico, what's your opinion on them taking the name New Era Field off? What do you think the name stadium also? What do you think of the name state? What do you think we should name the stadium? And also, do you think we'll have a season? Scott Van Loo, let me get to my point, and I promise you I'll get back to that. Okay. So 2010, Marcus Easley, 4th rounder. Loved him as a special teamer. I actually liked Marcus Easley. I wanted him to get more playing time because I thought that he would have been legit. But the injuries plagued him too much, and it never materialized into something that we were really hoping him to be. All right, that's 2010. 2011, I feel that I guess the team thought that we were too good in the receiver room. We didn't draft one. All right, 2012, TJ Graham. Y'all remember TJ Graham? Right? Out of South Carolina, TJ Graham. I believe it's North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina State. Hands a brick. 3rd round. How long did he last on our team? 2 years? 3 years? Gone. Let me go back. Let's go to 2013. 2013 was a better draft year. We had Robert Woods and Marquise Goodwin. I like those two guys, and they're still contributing for their teams today, especially Robert Woods. I'm a big fan of Robert Woods. Right? Let's go to 2014. Sammy Watkins. Sammy Watkins. What would be your opinion of Sammy Watkins right now?
He's never lived up to his draft status, but he's a legitimate NFL player.
Definitely. I'll agree with that. Yeah. I'll agree with you on that. 2015, we went with Desmond Lewis in the 7th round. Where he at? Did he last a year with us? Maybe 2? Maybe 1? I don't even know. Can't remember. Okay. And I'm making a point here. Do we value these draft? Do we value these receivers that we're drafting and too much?
They're trying to hold on to Brandon Beams never drafted a bad player, so that's what they're holding on to right now.
You know what I'm saying? Colby Listenby. It's a shame because my man had speed upon speed upon speed, but just injury plague couldn't make it happen. Right? That was 2016. Nobody else. Right? Zay Jones. Where he at? On the Raiders? 2 years with us. Just inconsistent. Like the guy. I like Zay Jones. Good kid. Didn't pan out for us. Hold on a second. Dolphins are cute. Okay, so somebody's always trying to throw shade at the Dolphins. But the point I'm trying to make is this. Look at that. 2018, Ray McLeod, Austin Proehl. Okay. You catch what I'm saying? So we put too much into this like, oh, but we drafted him, so automatically he's supposed to pan out. So I'm gonna bring my point back together. So Hodgins could be great, but we don't know. So the advantage would obviously go to the guy that's in the system, knows what they want, was ascending, was on his way up, and he's had a whole offseason to get prepared for this year. He's got a legitimate chance to make this squad over a Hodgins based on familiarity with the offense, with the quarterback, with the scheme, with everything. That was been my point, but people are trying to go around and say, well, they drafted him, so they didn't just draft him for no reason. Guess what? They drafted 2 receivers. They drafted 2. Right? We have John Brown, we have Cole Beasley, we have Stephon Diggs, and on top of that, they drafted 2 receivers. Right? So them drafting 2 receivers could be like, one of them is not going to pan out. So we're going to have insurance of getting one and maybe both of them pan out. better, great. One of them may not. Duke Williams is going to be in the wings waiting for that. Did I make my point, or are you like, nah, I still disagree with you?
No, I see what you're saying. If one guy stinks and Williams plays well, then yeah, they'll
Makes
keep
sense.
Williams.
And I think he has the
I
advantage.
don't think they're going to keep Hodgins just because he was drafted, but I'm just saying that if it's close at all, they'll stick with Hodgins because they drafted him. So that's the tiebreaker. Or even if it's close, whenever it's close, they're going to go with the younger guy that they just drafted over, a street free agent.
Yeah, and thing is, this street free agent, he's put a little bit of work in, and he's got a little bit of what's the word I'm looking for? He's earned. I don't want to say he's earned his stripes. I don't want to use that, but you guys catch the what direction I'm going to. He's earned some respect for him to come back and earn his position, and make a roster spot. And that's the thing. And I was like, I wasn't hot and bothered today. I was just like more like, yo, show this guy some damn respect. He's not getting enough love, man. People that are just poop-on, oh, he's not gonna make it. He's too slow. He's too this. He's too that. Boy, when someone's got heart, someone can and he's been working and putting their craft together. Boy, and this is a good problem. Don't get me wrong. This is a fantastic problem for the Bills to be in, and I'm looking forward to this battle. Kevin, what say you?
I don't know, man. Like, we're talking, what, 6th or 7th receiver? If the Bills probably
give or take.
Yeah. The Bills might look at keeping 7 receivers and 3 tight ends this year instead of 6 and 4. Might be a good idea. You don't really need who's the bum blocker? Lee Smith. You don't need Lee Smith, right? You keep Knox and Croft, and then you keep Sweeney, put him on the practice squad and see if he develops, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So get rid of Lee Smith and then keep an extra receiver. Why not?
And I listen, man. I'm hoping that's the route we take, because we have a talented receiving room, man, and you can't go wrong with what we have in that receiver room. So I'll take it. But I just had to get that off. I had to get that off. So I apologize if it sounds like I'm ranting, because I'm not. I just want to get that off and make y'all understand where I'm coming from.
He must be working.
He must be working.
Yeah, he must be, because if Pierre was watching, he would have hashtag big bummer upper.
Yeah, of course.
Big upper. What was it? Big bum upper?
Bum bigger upper.
Bum bigger upper.
Yeah, he always thinks I'm gonna bring up all the bums. It's just what it is, folks. It's just what it is. So that being said, I wanted to bring another point to the table, and somebody asked me, and I had to do this. Somebody asked me, like, how many jerseys do you have, Rico? And I said, you know what? I promise I'm gonna do this one show and show off the jerseys that I have. So here I go. Did you bring them on that side? Oh, I got some on that side too. Yes. So let me move the mic. I'll move the mic a little closer to me right now. So I got thank you, sir. So you can't go wrong with this bad boy here. I got the old OJ. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorites. You can't go wrong with the OJ jersey. So I had to show that to you guys. I got my OJ Simpson jersey representing. I do wear that. Okay, I don't wear it often, but I'll bust it out. You guys are gonna notice a theme a little bit. I got this guy here. I don't normally rock with offensive guys, but I like Trey Edmonds. Edmonds is my guy. I think he's gonna have a huge year, massive year. So Trey Edmonds, big things. Tremaine Edmonds is gonna have a massive year. Hold on, Brian Bowers. Our receiver room is super talented. I honestly would rather get rid of Andre Roberts so we can keep the big three, the 2 rooks, and Duke and McKenzie. So then who's going to return the ball? Who do you have confidence in returning the ball? I like Andre Roberts a lot. I think he's one of the breakout players that's gonna be this year. And you don't think he's going to break out?
In what way?
To give us return touchdowns.
Oh,
kick return touchdowns.
Return man.
Yeah, as a return man.
Return man.
Yes,
Yeah.
as a return man.
Doubtful. But yeah, like he has the.
He said doubtful.
But I'd keep Andre Roberts over McKenzie. Like I don't. McKenzie, you give him an end around once every couple games. Like he's not a great receiver. When you put him as a returner, he had a hard time holding on to the punts. I'd probably I don't know. I like that, but yeah, I don't. That's the thing. McKenzie was having a hard time fielding punts.
That's the problem.
So if it comes down to McKenzie or Roberts, I keep Roberts just because if you're talking a 6th or 7th wide receiver, they need to have special teams value, and I don't see McKenzie. He's not on the coverage teams. I don't think
He's not on the return teams, so keep Roberts. He's 2 years ago he had a good year with the Jets. Yeah.
Yep.
I'd keep him over McKenzie.
And that's why I think he's going to break out this year. And in terms of breaking out, I'm talking about like taking one back to the house. I'm talking multiple in punt returns and maybe one in kick returns. I think he gives us 3 touchdowns this year. I'll be sick if he does. He's Pro Bowl, 2-time Pro Bowler, right? So I can see it happening. So next one is the GOAT, Thomas. You can't go wrong.
It's not the
He's not one of the best running backs.
The GOAT is
in the game?
greatest of all time. I honestly don't. I like.
You don't think he's one of the best?
Hang on, before everyone starts yelling at me. I like Thurman Thomas more than Emmitt Smith.
I agree.
Okay? But
I'm with you.
I think that O.J. Simpson is better than Thurman Thomas. O.J. Simpson had 2,000 yards in 14 games
Yeah, it's
on a
nasty.
team that had nothing.
Nasty.
Like nothing.
Nasty.
Like you know that the Bills went 0 against the Dolphins that the whole 70s. Like you never won a game. So like it was a bad team. And the Juice was the only guy on that team. Like, on offense.
I like that you call him the Juice.
And he had 2,000 yards. Like the Juice is like, in my opinion, top 5 of all time.
He's nice. No, for
Yeah.
sure. There's no question.
Like it's it's Barry, Walter, Jim Brown, not in any discernible order.
Mm-hmm.
And then then you start having your arguments. And I think Juice is in there.
How do you feel about Marcus Allen?
He's good, but I like him. He's one of the best. He's
Yeah.
one of the good ones of all time.
For sure.
But he's not like Thurman is better than Marcus Allen.
Me too. I agree. And this guy here.
Marshall Faulk's better than Marcus Allen.
So
I'd even take Eric Dickerson.
this
over
is
Marcus
this is the Marshall Falk before Marshall Falk. This guy was catching and running and inside and outside. Thurman Thomas, G. He is a G. Love Thurman Thomas, man. That's my guy. I gotta go back to Samuel Harris. Samuel Harris says, let Christian Wade do returns. I don't know if he's ready for that.
Depends if he can field the punts.
Yep.
He's got to see how he looks.
So this one here is a classic. Remember these jerseys? Remember these bad boys? These jerseys here? And I got my guy, Mr. Lynch. Y'all see it? OJ, Thurman, Lynch. Like, I love these running backs, man. Those are my guys, man. So I had this classic right here. I got this at the Bills fan shop.
Why do you love the running back so much?
Oh man, Don't get me started. You don't get me started, boy. Don't get me started.
That's for Pierre.
You know what though? I still have this Tyrod Taylor jersey. I was so hopeful. Let me bring this mic back. I was really hopeful for Tyrod, and I thought Tyrod was going to be the guy to lead us for many years. The fact that he got us to the playoffs, salute. But I thought he was going to be here for a while. And he's got an opportunity. He's definitely got an opportunity to do his thing over there with San Diego, but we're going to find out. Who's this here?
This guy keeps saying this here. Give me this.
Who's that? Go ahead, grab that.
He keeps saying the Dolphins are so cute and cuddly. Dude, they're wet and slimy. Okay? Wet and slimy. It's not cute and cuddly.
Now, I have to say, this is my favorite all-time jersey. I needed it. I had to grab it. This right here, the best. The mother effing best. This is my favorite Bills player of all time. Give me that mic. My favorite player of all time that ever donned a Bills uniform, and that's my guy Stevie Johnson. Don't play with Stevie Johnson, man. One of the better unorthodox route runners. Flooded Revis Island multiple times. Don't even say a damn word because it's the facts. You know what I'm saying? And man, I would have wished that he stayed on this team, man. I really would have wished. I would have wished he stayed on this team. And I'm waiting for Stevie Johnson, for me and him to chop it up. Stevie, stop playing games, man. Let's chop it up, boy. Let's chop it up. So, and I got one more jersey, and I always have to represent for this jersey, because most people are like, "What are you doing with that jersey?" And I was like, "Nah, man, I gotta get it. I gotta get it."
Is that Doug?
That's Doug. So most people might not know who this is. You guys might not know who this is. This is a Washington jersey. See how I did there?
Yeah, I think. Good job.
This is a Washington jersey, right here. Can y'all name who this player is? I mean, some of y'all should know.
I just said.
I don't think
He
they heard
literally
you.
said his name, Williams, on the back.
Yes, but they don't know. They're like, who the hell is D. Williams? You know what I'm saying? They don't know. They don't know. Let me see. Love Stevie Johnson. 3 1,000-yard. Yes, that's right. 3 1,000-yard years in a row with Fitz throwing the ball. Yeah, that's my guy, man. That is my guy. Okay, Juan Castillo, you know what it is, man. Juan knows.
Mr. Bowers knows.
Steve Johnson drops wide open game-winning touchdowns. Pass for Steelers. Yeah, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. There we go. Daniel Garvey's, Doug Williams, first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Got to represent.
Oh,
Got to represent.
Joe Miller.
What happened?
Oh, he's just giving you that. He drafted by the Bucks.
My guy Joe, the voice, drafted by the Bucks, won a Super Bowl for the Washington. My guy Joe knows what's good. So, yeah, just because you're a Bills fan doesn't mean you can't, be fans of other players, man. The one jersey. What's a one jersey that you would get that belongs, that Dolphins fans would be like, what are you doing with that jersey on? I have a feeling it would be Josh Allen. That's just my guess.
Yeah, no, it won't be Josh Allen. Like the one jersey that I would get that wasn't Miami's, probably like Barry Sanders, which I know is a cop out because everyone likes Barry Sanders, but I love Barry Sanders. I used to love watching Dion. Those were two of my guys.
Yep, I agree. One of the questions is coming from Sal. Sal says, thoughts on Levi Wallace. You want to grab that? You want to grab that one? And I'll give my thoughts afterwards.
Did you come to that game? No, you bailed. That's right. That was I was at the Buffalo Miami game, the one in Buffalo.
Oh yeah, okay.
And we picked on Levi that game. We picked on him bad. Preston Williams was eating him up. I like Levi Wallace is one of those guys where if he was your third corner, he'd be awesome. You know what I mean? Like if he's your backup boundary corner, he'd be awesome.
Yep.
He's still young, so he still could improve. He's not. I don't know if he's hit his ceiling yet or not. But it's your defense is really good. He's obviously the weak point of the defense. He's who's gonna get attacked.
Yeah, and that's exactly what was happening that's what was happening last season near the end where he started sharing time with Kevin Johnson, where he was getting tentative. He was already in his back pedal before the play was even developing, and these guys were like, "Yo, he's shook. We're gonna get him." So I can see it. I can see it. Levi Wallace being one of the guys that has got to pick on. So he's gonna have to get his act together this game for sure. This year, excuse me. I do have to say this though. Hold on a sec. No way, Rico. J.D. Hill was the fastest and best receiver we ever had. J.D. Hill. Who's J.D. Hill?
I don't remember J.D. Hill.
Boy, I don't know what you're talking about.
Best receiver you ever had was Eric Moulds.
Eric Moulds.
I know.
Yeah, you know what?
Andre Reed will be the popular one because he went to the Hall of Fame, and Andre Reed was awesome. But oh man, was Moulds good?
Moulds was excellent. Big body, big.
Fast.
I saw Moulds 4 years ago.
Moulds was Andre Johnson before Andre Johnson.
Oh, I like that. I like that comp. And he's huge. This Eric Moulds, man.
First ever game I ever saw live. First game I ever saw live was Miami versus the Bills in Buffalo, and Eric Moulds went for 214 yards, and that was against the best cornerback tandem maybe
Surtain?
all time. He was Surtain and Madison.
Yeah, Pat Surtain.
The best.
Yep, those guys are good, man.
He took Surtain. The Bills still lost that game. Miami scored 24 points in the fourth quarter. It was the greatest game I've ever seen. But he had 200 and some yards, and
he killed it.
He caught a 5-yard out and just left everyone. And that was when Miami had like the best defense. Like they were a top 3 defense every year. It was when they had Jason Taylor was in his prime, and Zach Thomas and Surtain and Brock Marion. You guys remember Brock Marion? He's the guy that ended your last playoff game. Not the last one, sorry, but the one in Doug Flutie's game.
Okay.
And then, you know what I mean? Like they had a great defense.
They did.
And you guys went up and down.
You guys had Jason to freaking Taylor.
And then Trace Armstrong was on
the
other side.
You guys had a good you guys got a good defense.
Was
Golly,
Tim Bowens, Daryl Gardner.
You got some good players.
I remember you guys had Nate Clements.
Yep. Dante.
Was he there? No.
Dante Whitner was around for a little bit. Shout out to my guy NBC says, does Bean make any trades, and could Wade be a punt returner? Bean is always willing to make trades. That's a facts on facts. He's never sitting on his hands waiting for like just nothing. Oh, we're good. We're straight. He's always going to be listening. He tells you guys that all the time. I will always listen to offers, and I'm always perusing and looking to see what's going on.
Antoine Winfield, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Antoine Winfield's legit too.
Him and Nick Clements for corners.
And punt return for Wade. I mean, I'm sure he's going to. I mean,
I think he gets a better shot at kick return before he does punt return.
either way, he's going to be on this. If he makes his team, it's strictly special teams. And if he can make something happen, he would have to displace Roberts, and I just can't see that happening. I just cannot see that happening. I will say this:
It's easier to catch a kickoff than a punt.
absolutely, 100%. Oh man,
Especially with an NFL.
fielding a punt is not easy.
especially with NFL.
Oh my gosh,
The
man!
spin on that,
Forget
oh,
about it.
goes-
Forget about
It's
it.
tougher than it looks.
So I wanted to touch on this as well. So the jersey wise, I touched on that. I want to show the jerseys. Shout out, I forgot the member that asked for the jerseys to come through, but there you have it. You mentioned that you took a jersey and it was Barry Sanders, but I want you to, in football, I want a current player right now. Who would you grab?
Who do I really like watching? Well, I mean, like an obvious answer. I love watching Pat Mahomes. I like watching him. Aaron Donald is really good to watch.
Oh, he'd be a good jersey.
I love
Right?
watching Bobby Wagner. Wagner's he's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And if I had to pick one more, maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to think. It'd be tough. I used to be a big guy with the running backs and stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of faded on me here.
I'm going with. I like Russell Wilson a lot, man. Russell Wilson,
yeah, I like
that would be a
Russell
good one.
Wilson, yeah.
Russell Wilson would be a legit jersey to grab, and Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, Russell Wilson. You know what I really like? I'm a sneaky fan of
I like Drew Brees a lot.
Drew Brees is cool.
Because he doesn't have that many, he doesn't have a big arm. Doesn't have a strong arm at all. And not anymore, right? He's still really good, but not anymore. But even 3 years ago, he's the best deep ball thrower I've ever seen. He doesn't have a strong arm, but he's just on the money.
On the money.
Over and over.
He is, man.
and over.
Legit.
God, he's
Legit.
crazy. He's fun to watch.
Yeah. And last jersey I would say is give me McCaffrey. I would rock a McCaffrey jersey. Oh, that boy is nice. And he made the 99 club in Madden? Golly, man. Yo, legit. So next point, off the jerseys. This is the point I wanted to make. So
I like Deshaun Watson too.
D Watson, yo, there's a whole bunch of guys, man. There's some talented guys in this damn league.
Yeah, Watson sometimes he just sits back there and I can't. There was a play. I think it was I think they played in London or something. It was in the early morning.
Yep.
I think it was against Jacksonville, and Jacksonville hit this man, and I don't know what happened. He went parallel to the ground and somehow fell, but didn't fall. It was. You have to see it to even believe it. I can't even describe it.
For Deshaun? You talking about
Yeah,
Deshaun?
just Watson. He was literally going to the ground, and then he just wasn't. He was just standing up. I've never seen anything like it.
Look what happened to him in the Houston game. Two guys coming in, Milano,
All
Saron
of
Neal.
his games are the Houston games.
I mean the Buffalo. This guy, you clown. The Bills playoffs game, man. Freaking two guys coming in, boom, boom. He's still on his feet, makes a play,
Yeah.
kills us.
Do you remember the game early last year when was it week 1? When I think it was week 1 with the Saints versus the Texans.
Yep,
That game was crazy.
nuts.
Watson went down, remember, in 2 throws to take the lead and should have won the game.
Watson is
30
freaking
some
nuts.
seconds left.
That boy's clutch.
And Breeze goes down and drives the field for
Yep.
a field goal in 30
Clutch.
seconds. It was crazy.
Clutch. Scott Van Loo says, I think the best receiver we ever had was Peerless Price. Ugh. Scott Van Loo, come on. Peerless Price? He was a 1 year wonder. 1 year wonder with the Bills, and then he went to the Atlanta Falcons and got big money and disappeared. Lee Evans was really nice.
Lee Evans was good.
Yeah, Lee Evans was good. I'll give him that.
Priced with Molds, because Molds played with Evans, right?
For a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, and that was a fantastic tandem.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure which one he's referring to.
Price.
Nicholas Mann says, my son loves Robert Woods. He's 10. Was so upset when we let him go. Yeah, man, I was conflicted with Robert Woods because I was like, man, I want to keep him, but he deserves the money that he's going to be asking for. And are we going to pay him? We're not used to paying these guys. And I mean, we had to let him walk. But Robert Woods was a guy that I was actually a big fan of. Now, I was talking to in the group chat, and sometimes as a content creator, and by the way, before I get into my next point, I gotta give a shout out to everybody that's in this room. Shout out to each and every one of you guys. There's 120 people in this bitch. Shout out to you guys. If you guys are tuned in for the very first time, this is the Buffalo Fanatics. I'm your host, Rico. This is my guest, my guy, Kevin. And we are here talking Bills and everything in between. And I got to give a shout out to my guy, Pat Moran. I was actually, if you guys haven't listened to it yet, I was on the podcast with my guy, Pat Moran. Yeah, go ahead, do your thing. And Pat and I, we spoke for about an hour. And we talked mostly about the condition that this world is in right now. We talked about race and how everybody's affected, but especially people of color right now, and tensions are rising. So we spoke a lot on that, and we also spoke on Bills Matters. And he asked me, and this is what I want to bring up. Shout out to you, Pat. You're a good man. If you're tuned in, shout out to you, my guy. Great time talking to you. But next time, man, we're gonna chop it up on all Bills, and you know what I mean. I'm gonna show you what to do. Actually, I might even flip the script. I'm gonna have you on my show and we'll do it up. So that being said, he asked me a question, and he said, "If I'm a new fan to watching football, and you wanted to give me 3 things that should excite me, and 3 things that would make you not excited to be a Bills fan, what would they be?" And I had to think about it. It was on the spot. So initially, the first thing I said was, I had to be, I guess, cognizant of how I was going to say it. So I said, well, listen, first things first, the big question mark is on Josh Allen. I mean, if anybody if we're going to keep it a buck here, the question mark is on Josh Allen, because we don't know what he's going to give to us. Is there potential in Josh Allen? Absolutely. Right. But there's also, he hasn't done anything for us to be like, he's the next guy, but he's got a lot of potential. So I said, there's a big question mark on Josh Allen. So if you were to be weary about something, it'd be that. Secondly, our offensive coordinator, his history tells us he hasn't been a good OC. But we saw vast improvement last season with better offensive weapons, better quarterback play from Josh Allen, making the playoffs, and he had some good play calls all year round, and he was getting more consistent every time, right? And thirdly, what I said that would concern me is the trickle effect of what is happening, and I had to really explain that I am not a hockey guy, not at all. But what is happening with the Sabres, hopefully it doesn't trickle into what is happening, that the good thing that's with the Bills. I don't think it's going to be that way, because we have very good management in GM Brandon Beane and head coach. Those two are on the same page. Can't see it happening. But very easily, that mess that's happening with the Sabres can trickle into the Bills, and who knows, same owner. So you never know, things can mess up, right? Those are my 3 things. And then I told him, somebody asked if you're from Brampton. Is that what it says? Yeah. Tell Kevin he looks like he's from Brampton.
Why Brampton?
Yeah, of all places, why Brampton? That's funny. That's actually really funny. Maybe Hamilton. You know what I'm saying? Like, say Hamilton or something. But he said Brampton. He looks like he's from Brampton. Yo, that's funny. Noisy boy, you funny boy. So, secondly, he said, what are the 3 things that you would say that you'd be excited about? So I talked about how this team would have youth infusion. Like, look.
I don't know what that means.
Yo, he called you a waste man? Yo, Noisy, you a clown, boy. You stupid. He called you a waste man.
Yo, what that means.
Yo, he says you look like you're from Peterborough. He could look like you're from Peterborough.
Pull Peterborough.
Yeah, he can pull Peterborough. Maybe Belleville.
Yeah.
Maybe Belleville. Maybe where else would you be? Coburg? Maybe Coburg. Maybe Coburg.
I broke down in Coburg.
There you go. Yo, you guys are stupid, man. Yo, y'all are killing me. What do people from Brampton look like? Exactly. I'd like to know. They definitely don't look like Kevin. People from Brampton, that's not a Kevin look. That's not a Kevin look. Yo, you stupid, man. Now I'm done with you. Yo, I'm done with you, stupid ass. Anyway, so first things first, I said youth infusion. Youth infusion, like the youth that we have on this team, quarterback, running back, receiver. You go to the D line. We've got some good youth coming into this team, and we're gonna have these youthful players for some time. Trey White, Tremaine Edmonds, Milano. Like, we got some good young players, a nice young nucleus. Should be excited about that. Secondly, be excited about McDermott and our GM Bean. Those two together are on the same page. They see things evenly, and you can see it. The last 3 years, we have become, we went from being a joke of a team, nobody respecting us, just feeling sorry for us, right? To now, yo, these guys could play, man. They're a legitimate team, and they're on the rise. And why? Because we've got two competent individuals in McDermott and Bean running the helm. Huge. That you should definitely be excited about that. And thirdly, if you're a new individual coming to watch football and watching the Bills, you've got to be excited about the community of Buffalo, the fans, the city. Like, there's a buzz when the season is rocking, the season is bumping right now. There's no other city like it, and I can't tell you I've been anywhere else. I haven't. Have you been to any other city, any games?
Yeah.
Okay, so is the vibe like anything like Buffalo?
No, I don't know. Like, the only times I've been to Buffalo were for home openers or like rivalry games. I've seen a game like when Miami played the Giants, but no one cares because they only play each other every 4 years. And then I've been to see Miami play in Detroit.
How was that?
It was pretty good. It was better than the New York one. And then I've seen I got free tickets once to see the Jets play the Giants. But no, Buffalo does a better tailgating for sure. Buffalo's crowds, they're out in force. It's a good energy. It's a better time for sure.
And let me tell you, I haven't been anywhere, so I'm being biased, obviously. But I will say this though. I will say this. See, reading Steven's comment, he says, "Hell yeah, they're wired in. They have had this thing on lock since they got here. So very happy so far with them and their decisions they have made. They're definitely a buzz in Buffalo right now, and the buzz in Buffalo has a lot to do with this culture that these two gentlemen have brought to the Bills. Right? You have a guy that's straightforward, no nonsense in Brandon Bead, and he keeps it real with you, keeps it straight, keeps it straightforward, and then you have McBean you have McDermott that's right on point. He tells you what he's gonna do, and he's been doing it. So shout out to these two guys, man. You got to be excited about that, and on top of that, you got to be excited for the season and the community of Buffalo and the fans that are coming from Canada, the fans that are coming from all over the damn globe, coming to freaking support that stadium, the tailgating, bro. There's nothing like it in Buffalo. So 3 things to be excited: the youth infusion, the tandem of McBean, and the community of Buffalo, the fans, the everything, the tailgating, everything about the Bills. That's what you got to be excited about. And boy, I'm excited right now when I'm talking about it, man. So I can't wait for this damn season to start. So Scott Van Loo asked me earlier, do I think that we are going to have a season? And truth be told, there's so much money to be had and lost at the same time. I don't think they have any. I can't see them stopping the season. I think they're gonna go ahead with it.
Too much
And
money.
there's a lot of money.
Especially just TV contract.
Alone. You know what I'm saying? So I can't see them stopping and saying, no, you know what, we're gonna be done. I mean, look, the NBA playing, NHL playing with some obviously some altered some altered ways of getting around this whole COVID thing, but they're making do, and they're doing it right now. We have until September to kind of get our act together. I mean, time is clicking, but we have until September. So I definitely see the season going on, and I think that I think we'll do well. I think we'll do well. Juan Castillo says Steeler Nation is known to be one of the best, and we took over that stadium. I mean, shit. When we were over there doing the Renegade, yo, we killed that shit, boy. So I think we don't. Not only do Bills fans represent well when we're at home, but we represent well away from home, man. We take over stadiums. Y'all didn't see Tennessee? It was freaking Buffalo Titans. That's what it was, man. We took over that shit. It was all Bills all day. So Juan Castillo, you know what's good, man. By the way, shout out.
You see, they were trying to figure out how old I was.
Oh, did you want to tell them how old you are? No, you know what? Make it a mystery. They don't need to know how old you are. He's 22. Make it a mystery. Once upon a time. Once upon a time. I didn't even see that. I missed that.
Some chick was like, "Oh, he's 50," and then Rick James thinks I'm 43.
Rick James. Okay.
No one was some guy. This guy thought it was. Where was it? It was. Is he 35 or 60? I was like, God
Yo,
damn.
people are too nosy. Y'all are nosy, man. Don't be nosy. So shout out. I want to shout out to each and every our super chats. So you guys already know what it is, man. Super chats get the priority. So if you guys have something to say, y'all got a comment, y'all got a question, y'all got a concern, y'all want to know how old my guy Kevin is, yo, man, super chats get the priority. So smash that like, show some love, and we keep it going, man. We'll definitely keep it going.
I am sitting down, like I'm in a chair.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
Chick, sit down like Kevin. What's happening?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. She's telling somebody else to sit down.
No. It's me because I said some chick. I shouldn't have said that.
There you go. Jess, no disrespect.
No,
It's all love,
I
Jess.
just couldn't
It's all
remember
love.
her name.
Yo, show respect for Jess. You got that?
I just did.
Okay.
Just said I
All
couldn't
right.
remember her
Jess, I got you back. I got you
She's
back,
just,
girl.
like going through a stream of comments.
He says, uncrookle your forehead. Yo, they're roasting you today. What's going on? Shit, you guys are mean, man. Y'all leave my guy Kevin alone,
Why
man.
is she hiding behind those sunglasses?
So, now I'm gonna leave the floor to my folks in Buffalo, my folks that are in the chat right now. If y'all have any questions, concerns, y'all want to talk, here's the opportunity to do so. She says we're cool. So you're good, Kev. You're good. She's all right. She's all right with you. She's a good. Carson Bill says Kevin Rico are like the Scottie Pippen and MJ for the Buffalo Bills talk. Who's MJ?
Well, it's your show.
I guess I could be MJ, but can it not be?
I have a nice
Can it not
voice.
be Kobe and Powell?
I don't want to be Powell.
Why can't you be Powell?
Why would I rather be Powell?
You want to be Scott? You want to be
Wouldn't it
Blake?
be like Kobe and Shaq? Like,
Yeah, we can go Kobe Shaq. Yeah, you know what? Kobe Shaq. I like that.
Powell? No one wants to be Powell.
Yo, Pau Gasol's a G. What are you
He's a good
saying?
player, but I mean, like, it's the Lakers.
What about Steve Blake?
Steve Blake? No, I don't want to be Steve Blake.
You don't want to be Steve Blake? What about Rick Fox? Rick Fox. No?
I like Rick Fox.
Rick Fox he's a G, man. He's a G.
Canadian.
I like it. I like that a lot. Kevin is a Caruso. Hey, Caruso's a baller, boy. Yo, Caruso AC fresh? Don't play. My guy Furrow, man. You know what it is, man.
We're both Lakers fans, too.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Lakers all day.
Yeah.
I like that. What do we got? Steven says, why not Jim and Dan?
Kelly and Marino.
Yeah, I like that. I'll take that. You like Dan? You're a big fan of Dan Marino. I'm surprised you didn't say you want a Dan Marino jersey.
I already have a Dan Marino jersey. You asked me
You have?
what
Do you have
jersey I
the
would
teal
have.
or the white?
I have the white.
You have the white.
You asked me what jersey I
Not a Bills. Yeah, not a Dolphins.
Dolphins, yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Bunch of Dolphins.
NBC says, what is your weakest position in your opinion, and who would you trade to replace them? Weakest position, we talked
Man,
about.
this noisy boy. Now he's pissed me off.
What do you say?
Oh, he's talking about me, Braun.
LeBron's better than Kobe? You're nuts. You are nuts. I got to respect my guy, NBC. What is our weakest position? I think our weakest position on the team is the tight end room. It's got to be the tight end room. It's between the O-line room and the tight end room, but I say tight end room because it is the weakest. I mentioned the O-line room because we didn't get any better. We just remained the same, right? But tight end room is the weakest in my opinion, and
Cornerback, too.
cornerback or cornerback number 2.
Number 2, yeah.
I
That's
like
the weakest position.
I like my guy Norman. I'm a fan of Norman.
It's been half a decade.
Who would you trade to replace them? I mean, I would trade Lee Smith
No, I think he means, like, who would you trade for?
to replace to bring onto the thing. Okay, so I mean, I gotta get rid of somebody. So who's the tight end that I like? I like Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram coming to the Bills, that would change the game. Change the game, man. Evan Ingram would be nice on the Bills, man. But that ain't gonna happen. So I don't want to get my hopes up.
Daniel's right here, punter, but I forgot about punter, to be honest.
Punters aren't people. We know that.
Oh, they help.
He says, Ryan Tew says fullback. Fullback is the weakest position.
Yeah, but how often? Like, you made a transition last year where you were playing a lot of 11 personnel.
Yep.
A lot, and so you didn't use it as much, except for when Allen
lobbed one in a double coverage in the playoffs to DeMarco 40 yards downfield. He wasn't on the game. He wasn't on the field much. So like, do you really need to upgrade the fullback position? I don't know.
No, I get it. I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind him at all.
Well, you're gonna run a lot of 3 wideouts, right? That's
Yeah.
the whole thing. You
Yeah,
want
definitely.
Brown,
Definitely this year.
Beasley, and Diggs,
For sure.
So like,
Less time for my guy. That's for damn sure. Just bringing in Joku, and Joku would be nice, but he's still dealing with the Jaguars, man. They don't want to let him go, so
Browns.
that's gonna be for the Browns. Excuse me. Noisy Boy says Kobe overrated and universally known. Noisy Boy is about to get virtually slapped. Are you nuts? Overrated.
Noisy Boy is probably 25 years old.
No, he's younger than that. He's clearly
younger,
younger.
yeah.
Yeah, he's younger than that.
Yes.
Noisy Boy getting a lot of shine tonight. Noisy Boy, you made me laugh though. You did make me laugh, so I'll give you that. But now you're getting out of pocket. Now you're being disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful to the dude to my dude Kobe, man. Don't stop playing games. Stop playing. What do we got? Yo, you guys are running the show right now, man. Questions, concerns, y'all want to chop it up? Let me know. Go up, back up.
Go back. Keep going.
Tell me what if you see something that
There was one. Oh, they want to know about Cam.
this one here.
Yeah.
So Josh Pirelli says, I think the number one goal for the Buffalo Bills should be this season is get home playoff game and win. No question about it. Josh, we need to, and the most important thing that we need to do is to take advantage of a division. If we can sweep the division, it's going to be very challenging to do, first and foremost. But if we can get at least 4 to 5 wins, we have a grand opportunity to not only make it to the playoffs, which we're going to do, but get into the second round. We need to get past the first round, and I'll be thrilled if we can do that. Donnell C. Man, Donnell C, you just remind me of Donnell Jones, the R&B singer, man. Donnell! I like that. I just went there. That's what I do sometimes, folks. Do you think Cam will ball this year? Yes.
I don't know, man. Like,
What don't you know? What do you mean you don't know?
well, do you see how horrifically bad he was last year?
He didn't play last year.
Yeah, he did. He played 2 games.
He was hurt.
Yeah, no, but
He was hurt in preseason. What do you want to do? He's hurt. He's injured. He's not gonna give you
which injury are we talking about?
his foot, his shoulder. Like what?
Yeah, I know.
what-
That's what I'm saying. So, Cam was a great player. Maybe he still is. Maybe he healed, but I haven't even seen him other than like a few weird workout videos. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, to me, I'm sure the foot healed, and he could probably run around a bit better.
Yeah.
But man, his shoulder looks shot. The last game I saw was the one against Tampa Bay. He couldn't throw the ball 30 yards. So like maybe he heals, and if he is, if he's like healthy,
That's
I
what
think he'll do well. I'm not doubting his ability. I'm doubting his health. I haven't seen him yet, so that's what we're holding.
I think Cam is going to be problematic for not just the Bills but for the league. I think he's got so much to ride for. Like he's got so much on his shoulders, and he's got so much motivation, and he's going to a system that McDaniels took TEBOW and made TEBOW a playoff winning quarterback. Mm-hmm. So what do you think he's going to do with Cam Newton? A motivated, healthy Cam Newton. So we can't sit there and be like, yo, he hasn't been anything the last 2-3 years, but he also hasn't been healthy and had a break the last 2-3 years. He's been dealing with injury after injury, and refs not giving a damn about how he's getting hit all over the field. So it'll be very interesting to see how they deal with him in a Patriots uniform. Thing is, I just can't see him having an awful year. You can't. You're going to an organization that's used to winning. You got a head coach that wants excellence all the time, and an offensive coordinator that's, I wouldn't call him a genius, but a very good offensive coordinator. So I can't see that changing, and I think he's going to have a lot of success. Brian Bowers. Rico, name this year's Pro Bowlers for the Bills. Trey White, Tremaine Edmonds, Devin Singletary, Andre Roberts. I want to say that one of our linemen gets in. You say Morse?
Morse. He's got some recognition.
Mitch Morse. I'll give you Mitch Morse. That's 5. I got to go on the defense. I gave you 2 on the defense already. I want to give 1 on the defensive line. I'm going to give it to... Who do we give it to?
I think one of the safeties.
Does Jerry Hughes make it to the Pro Bowl this year?
Oh, Jerry. No,
Yo.
I think one of the safeties has a better shot.
Jordan Poyer. Boom. Jordan Poyer makes it to the Pro Bowl. I'm going to give 1 more. I want somebody on the defensive line. I'm gonna choose.
I don't see it. There's going to be a lot of rotation.
I know Mario Addison. Mario Addison makes it to 7 Pro Bowlers. 7 Pro
I
Bowlers.
think Milano has a better shot than Addison.
Milano 8 Pro Bowlers. We going to the Super Bowl, man. So we're gonna get all these Pro Bowlers, but they're not even gonna go to the Pro Bowl because we're gonna win the Super Bowl. So that's the way I look at it. So let's recap.
They want to know about Diggs.
What about Diggs?
They want to know if Diggs is going to go to the Pro Bowl.
It all depends on the play of Josh Allen. That's what it comes down to, man. I left him out because I left Josh Allen out too, because it comes down to the play of Josh Allen. Now, Josh Allen gives what I was asking for of 4,000 yards, which when I think about it, man, 4,000 yards is a lot of that's a lot to ask for a guy that's not used to throwing it like that. But I can't. Diggs is gonna have a solid year. Does he make the Pro Bowl? I don't know, man. It all depends on Josh Allen, and I can't say. I don't know. What do you think?
It's going to be tough because you don't throw the ball a lot, right? Like and rightfully so. Your offense should be tailored around Singletary and Moss, and then based on that, you have play action opportunities for Allen. Allen's running is also part of why your running game's the focal point of your team. Diggs is really good, and he has the talent to be the Pro Bowl. I just don't know if he's going to get enough targets to put up the numbers that some of the other guys might on teams that throw a lot more.
And I'm with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that. And here's another thing I'm gonna jump in on here too. Corey Buffalo says, I asked this question with the Bills guys, but I'd like to know your thoughts. Who benefits more from going against each other in practice, Diggs or White? Both.
Oh, look who's here.
Both. Oh, my man,
Bruce.
Mr. Bruce. I'm not gonna go away from Corey Buffalo, but Mr. Bruce is showing up. What up, Mr. Bruce? Yo, when you gonna show your face, bro?
Don't bug him.
I like the angle you're going with, the mystery, the mystique of who is Bruce exclusive. I like it. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I appreciate that. But
I like your show too.
you know what? That's one thing that I'm going to, and I have to fully admit it.
You got to start.
I gotta start, and I'm gonna start going in there. I hear great things coming from people talking about, man, this guy's super intelligent. He gets his points across, and he's very analytical.
Yeah.
So I gotta get into it, man. So Bruce, I'm gonna get into that. And then we'll chat it up. He says never, never. Yeah, we're gonna make you show your face one day.
Easy boy wants to know how many Pro Bowlers for Miami.
How many Pro Bowls for Miami? How much you got?
0 on. Well.
Oh, give it. Yo, stop hating on the Dolphins, man.
0 on offense. Though Devontae Parker got robbed last year. Robbed because he led the AFC in receiving yards, and he beat up on the two All-Pro corners. He got robbed last year. But Miami, like, if you win 5-6 games, you don't, which I think they're going to do, you're not going to you're not going to have a lot of Pro Bowlers.
Right.
So the only, like, I think the guys that have the best chance are your Xavier Howard or Byron Jones, maybe Kyle Van Noy. But I would say maybe one makes it.
You don't think your running back is going to get it?
Jordan Howard?
No, not Jordan Howard. Breida?
No.
Preston Williams?
No.
Joaquin Grant?
He might. Actually, Jakeem Grant has a good shot as a returner. Yeah. I mean, he's the best returner that we've had in a long, long time.
That might be the highest compliment I've ever received. Listen, man, because he says Bruce is like the annoying version of PFF. It's great. The non-annoying. Yo, why does everybody hate on PFF?
Because
why they hate on him?
Because PFF isn't high on Allen, so they're just they
get over this whole PFF on Allen, man. Golly, until Allen starts to really prove that he can do his stuff consistently, then maybe PFF that you guys hold so dearly will give him some more ratings.
Actually, seeing Bruce reminds me of something. Him and Joe Marino, they always have not always, but they've had a couple of really good conversations, and I'm curious what your thoughts.
What's that?
Coverage versus pass rush. Which one's more important?
Pass rush. Oh,
I don't know.
Hold on.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on. Let me. I answered that too quickly.
Because look at your team, right? Your team, the Bills. Your defense transformed when you got that Trey White and then that safety tandem.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for. I'm actually changing my answer because I'm gonna go coverage, because you always hear coverage sack.
Yeah, and that's kind of how New England's
coverage sack.
lately, right?
So I'm gonna go I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with a good cornerback tandem with great safety play from Poyer and Hyde, which I love those two together. They don't get enough love from PFF. Not that I care.
Actually, Hyde usually does. He usually has great grades.
Poyer doesn't. Poyer needs to get more love. But I would say cornerbacks are. I would go with a cornerback because you always hear that was a coverage sack. Because some guy, the quarterback is sitting there just looking for something and nothing's happening and he's going here and he's going there and then boom, he falls into Trent Murphy's lap when Trent Murphy made no damn effort to get that coverage sack. So I'll go cornerbacks all day. I answered that way too quickly earlier.
Well, yeah, as a unit, it's kind of weird, right? Because as a unit, yeah, I'd say I'm hoping coverage because that's what Miami invested most of their money into.
Mm-hmm.
But when you think like individuals, like who would you rather have? Let me rephrase. Just to play devil's advocate.
Go ahead.
Who would have a bigger impact on a team if you started a team from scratch? Say Trey White or Aaron Donald? It's tough. It's tough.
It is tough, man, because Aaron Donald is a specimen, man. He is a specimen.
And he blows up two phases of the game, right?
Oh, he does.
He
is special.
So I almost think like an individual pass rusher could have more impact on a defense than an elite corner, but as a unit, the back seven is maybe more important, especially right now because it's a throwing game.
Kevin Masker, is it Masari? Kevin Masari says, "Can Josh Norman be back to normal?" That's the question. I'm a fan.
No, I just read that.
Oh, which one? Kevin's talking Rico's kid.
Like your kids are sleeping in the next room.
They are sleeping in the next room. To answer Kevin Masari, I'm gonna get in that. I'm a fan of Josh Norman. There are those that are not a fan of Josh Norman, and neither is Joe Marino. Joe Marino can't stand Josh Norman. I don't want to say can't stand him, but he's just not convinced that he's going to go back to normal. I think he is. And when you we'll call him a mediocre corner based on his age, based on his lost step, his lost ability, but you pair him with a safety tandem that's going to cover his backside, with a better defensive front, with linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, and a scheme that he's back to being in, that he's familiar with, and he's got motivation on his side on top of that. I can't see how he doesn't have success this year. And I think he's gonna do well.
Questionable that he's gonna have success this year. That's how you're phrasing it. Oh my god.
How is he not gonna have success this year? Tell me how he's not going to.
Okay, because like 9 years ago, he ran a 4.61.
Who cares?
Name me any other corner that is run that slow that's had a significant amount of success.
Okay.
No. You remember because you were always wrong on this.
Okay.
Tease Tabor is the last guy that you were.
I was a big fan of him.
He's too slow. Okay.
You did say that.
So and this is what is it? 9 years ago. Keep in mind, Norman hasn't had a good year in half a decade. Not like he's been like kind of good, but not Pro Bowl level. He's been bad for half a decade. So maybe this change of scheme helps him out. Maybe he comes in and he knows the McDermott scheme, and maybe obviously you're always going to benefit from having those two safeties back there.
Yeah.
But to talk like it's just a done deal that the 2014 Josh Norman or 2015 Norman's going to enter the building.
Yep.
Come on now.
Okay.
Come on now.
Okay.
I ran a 4.61 10 years ago.
I respect your candor. I respect your passion, but this is where I disagree with you. I don't give a damn what his speed. His speed was 4.6 when he came out of college, and he was still able to parlay his way into major deal.
9 years ago.
It doesn't matter. 9 years ago.
Yes, it does.
Okay, 9 years ago.
Sanders is running a 5.2 now. It
No, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years ago. Guess what? Then he went to a team that was poor. They didn't do the things that he does well. So how are you going to succeed in that?
You had guys like Quentin Dunbar. You just asked me the question. I'm answering it. You had guys like Quentin Dunbar that outplayed him. Who's Quentin Dunbar? You know what I mean? He's a decent player.
Talent,
and they're outplaying Josh Norman.
Okay.
So if you want to say that he wasn't playing in a scheme that hid his deficiencies for the last 5 years,
you had a team that was poor altogether. So now when
he can't play well.
So now he okay. So when you don't, his first 2 years were decent. I think they were for the first 2 years with Washington, they were decent. Then he started to get on his decline. He had the first 2 years were okay. Stop. They were
absolutely not. You're wrong.
They were.
The first one was okay.
I don't want to look up. I don't want to go into my laptop and look. But the first 2 years were decent. I didn't say they were great. I said decent.
No. Year 2 was terrible.
Okay. So let's talk about the first year then. Can we say it was decent the first year? Okay.
Mediocre.
Sure. So now you're going to put him back with talent surrounding him, with a scheme that is favorable to him, and you think he's going to poo-poo the year? You don't think he's going to have success with abundance of talent around him, with motivation on his side?
Couldn't you just, based on your arguments,
Yeah.
couldn't you have pulled anyone off the street then?
No.
Like anyone you...
No.
Yes, because you're saying, oh, if you put him surrounded by great players, which I'm not disputing. The Bills have a great secondary and the linebackers.
So then what are we talking about here?
But I'm just saying, so why is it only applicable to Josh Norman? I would say Levi Wallace has more upside right now than Josh Norman.
Due to?
I would be due to youth, the fact his skills aren't declining, the fact that he's the slow.
Bo was splitting time last year. He was splitting time last year. He was scared on the line.
Yeah,
are you kidding me?
Playing with another decent corner in Kevin Johnson. Kevin Johnson's not trash.
I'm not saying he's trash, but if you want to Levi Wallace is not going to see the field this year because Norman is going to take over and he's going to remain there.
I told you my prediction. Norman's going to get a pick in the first 2 games.
I remember you said that.
Everyone's going to be like, oh, he's so good. And by the end of the year, he'll be on the bench.
You know what I hate, and I love at the same time, when someone asks a good question, and you and I get into it because it's good TV, right? But I also hate it because it just goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. God damn. But I love it at the same time. Mr. Masari, thank you for that question. Thank you for that. Little bit of a fire underneath my man Kev over here because he just can't stand. You're like Joe Marino. Just can't stand him. Can't stand ya.
He's been a bum for 5 years.
Okay, well then guess what? He's gonna prove a whole bunch of y'all wrong this year, and then y'all are gonna come back and be like, it's because, and all you guys are gonna claw back and make all these damn excuses. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Now, if he's trash,
okay. I like this Brian Bowers. I forgot about E.J. Gaines. E.J. Gaines is a much better corner than Josh Norman. E.J. Gaines has played for Brian McDermott before. E.J. Gaines is going to be surrounded by great players.
absolutely, and he had a fantastic year when he's
a better player than
EJ Gaines can't stay healthy.
Well, yeah. But
So that's why EJ Gaines left. They would have retained him, but he can't stay healthy. So, like, is he going to be able to stay healthy this year? No.
Noisy boy, it's me, no question. This man doesn't really drink.
Who can handle their alcohol much better? Oh, yeah, this guy is he's a heavyweight. I'm a lightweight, man. 2-3 drinks. I'm like this. I'm Laffy Taffy. That's me. But it don't take me long, man. But
I like Gaines. Yeah.
But I can tell you this though, I can take my shots down, no problem. It's just a little later. I'm be messed up. I'm be a mess. Who can handle looking more better, much better. We just need him to stay healthy. Absolutely, we need him to stay healthy. We also need our freaking slot corner Teron Johnson to stay healthy.
He's good.
I love Teron Johnson,
I like him too, yeah.
but he's got to stay healthy as well. Leave the mic in the middle. Got it. One punch man. Appreciate that. We gotta leave the mic in the middle. So we are an hour and 17 minutes. Normally we cut this thing off at an hour, but y'all are still rocking with your boys, so I think we can rock a little longer. I appreciate that. This is the Buffalo Fanatics, by the way. We are all on. Just let me get this into. Is this one here? Juan Castillo.
Dan, right there.
Dan the man. So we are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, we are on Sportscaster, and we are on YouTube. So shout out to the fam on all these social media platforms. If you guys are tuned in and you guys have never heard of us or someone shared it, give a handshake to the person that shared this because now you are going to be a fan of this show going forward. Wait till the damn season starts. It's going to be baller. I'm telling you that right now. What does Juan Castillo got to let Dan Brown? Dan says, let's do call-ins. I got some stuff to say. Yo, are you scared to call in?
I want to get into
Don't talk all this nonsense. Hold on. You know how I do. We got a new member in the building.
Uh-oh.
We got a new member in the building. I wish I had my gunshots. We got a new member in the building. Bing, biggity, bing. We got a new member. It's my guy, Cam Jackson. Cam Jackson football page. Welcome to the Bing Squad. It's the Buffalo Fanatics. Welcome to the show. Listen, man, you won't be sorry, baby. You will not be sorry. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wait till the season starts before it. I'm telling you. Anyway, what did you want to say, my friend? Go ahead. The mic is yours.
What? You just in general?
What'd you say?
No, I was reading the comments. That's like Dan wants to get in there. But one guy wants to know how I was a Dolphins fan. Man, like we're from Ottawa, so you basically I took a trip. I took a trip down south when I was a kid. I got a Mark Clayton jersey and a Dan Marino T-shirt when I was like 4, and I just stuck with them. Plus, my uncle was a big Dolphins fan. Loved Dan Marino, so that's how it became with me.
Somebody says, "So who is going to replace DeMarco?" Gilliam, maybe. If they like Gilliam enough, Gilliam might come in and wreck this thing and really put the pressure on. But
If he makes the team, Gilliam, I said I'd buy his jersey.
oh shit, oh, for real?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, it's very possible. It's very possible. My guy Daniel showing mad love, and he's letting you guys know what you can do to show love to the squad. So hit that like, smash that like, show love to the Buffalo Fanatics. We trying to do our thing, man. We definitely are. Let me see. Somebody said something here. Sites. I love writing, and I think it makes great informed content. Who's he? I think he's referring to somebody else. Have you ever thought of writing some articles? I've contributed to some local fan pages. What about you? Have you ever thought of writing?
I wrote one thing for you guys.
Did you really?
Yeah, about Doug Whaley.
Oh,
loved it, remember?
was that a couple years?
a couple
a
years
couple
ago.
years ago. Yeah, I do remember that. Would you write again?
Yeah, I don't mind.
You know what? I'm not. I express myself much better by speaking, by talking. Although by taking my time, I can really get my
What's
stuff
this
out
guy
there.
saying?
But
Over and over and
I express myself much better on the camera or on the microphone. Who you grabbing?
Oh, our good friend from Toronto.
Where's he
The
at?
Dolphins have an overrated secondary, no cap.
Oh,
Their
he's
best player is.
he's here. This guy right here.
Yeah.
Noisy boy. Is he right?
No.
Overrated secondary. I think you guys overpaid for your secondary,
No, we definitely didn't.
but your head coach loves cornerback play.
Yeah.
So
they're not overpaid. They're just the next deal up, right? So
Mhm.
when White comes up, he's gonna get more money. When so and so gets up, he's gonna get more money. And like the difference between them and like Jones isn't even the highest paid corner. It lasted like 3 days.
yeah, it's true.
And Darius Slay beat him. So you know what I mean? So like it's
I'm-
and if you take a look at both their contracts,
Mhm.
Miami's got outs. They got an out with Xavier Howard this year, and they got an out with Byron Jones, I think, after year 3, where they can cut him with very little penalty. Because what they did is they had so much cap room this year that they kept giving a bunch of it in roster bonuses.
Yep.
So that they take up, while they had 110 million in cap space
Yep.
at the beginning, they're paying it all out now, so that later on they can cut them with no dead cap or
So-
little dead cap.
Before I get to Kevin Masari's answer, my guy Christian Cam Full Page said Christian Wade makes the team. I cannot agree with you there, sir. I cannot and I will not. So you need to take that and rest it, bury it. Don't let it come out ever again. It's gonna be very tough for him to make the team. I apologize, and I can't rock with you on that one, but it is what it is. My guy Kevin Masari says Matt Breida is really a wild card there. Is he the wild card on your squad?
Like he could be. Like I love the pickup for a 5th round pick. Why not? He's averages like a crazy, like over 5 yards a carry there, or I think his career average is something like 4.8. It's really high.
Yep.
I definitely like the pickup. I think that he mixes well with Jordan Howard because one guy's your power between
Absolutely.
the tackles, the other guy's your shifty
It's a
speed guy.
good tandem.
And we're paying them peanuts.
How do you feel about your O-line
O-line,
compared to last year?
it's not going to be much improved at the beginning of the year, but we're hoping at the end of the year. Because the O-line, we signed Ted Karras from New England. He's serviceable. They signed him to a 1-year deal.
Yep.
They got 2 rookies at tackle. They signed Eric Flowers, who was garbage at tackle, but actually played pretty well for the Redskins at guard. He's just going to play guard for us. And then we're going to put Jesse Davis in at right guard, it looks like. So the line should be better than last year, because last year they were, I would say, ranked 38th out of 32 teams. Like
Okay.
there was like CFL teams that had better
38
lines than them.
38 out of 32.
And,
You're a fool.
And this year, at least they have some guys with some upside and some promise. So they're massive. Every lineman they took is really big. They're gonna have a huge O line. So they may struggle in pass protection. No, I expect them to struggle in pass protection at the beginning of the year. But I'm hopeful that they'll at least be able to generate some run game.
So Bruce Exclusive has something for you. Can you pronounce this name for me?
Ig Mahogany.
I know you practiced that bitch. I know you did. Was a fantastic pick for the Finns, and he says he hates it. So that tells me Igbanogany. What's this again?
Ig Mahogany. Like
Igbanogany.
mahogany.
Okay, Igbanogany is going to be an impact for the Dolphins this year.
They're hopeful that he's going to come in and he's going to play the nickel. They're hopeful. They think that he's got enough. He's very physical. He's very raw. He was like a wide receiver convert. and he's a little inexperienced, but he's got like crazy athleticism. His parents are like some sort of like world class athletes, so he's got a good bloodline. They're hoping he's going to come in and play the nickel. And at the very least, he's insurance if Xavier Howard gets hurt again.
Yeah. Can he play outside?
He can.
Okay.
He can play outside. He's got the size and speed for it. He's not locked in at the nickel. They just want to put him at the nickel because what they're hoping for is they're kind of looking. The Bills are kind of pacing the division, right? And Miami is looking at this, and they realize the Bills are going to take the division for the next couple of years, and they're trying to match up with it.
Okay.
So you guys went out and you got, you have Diggs, you have Brown, and you have Diggs, Brown, and Beasley.
Yep.
So Miami needs 3 corners to cover them, right? So they go sign Byron Jones. They have Xavier Howard, and then they drafted Mahogany in the first round so that they can try and match up. I really think that's what they're doing. They're looking at a bunch of different ways, even the defensive ends and stuff they signed. Like they signed guys like Shaq Lawson in that because I think it was with Josh Allen in mind. They signed a bunch of big guys, heavy-handed, lockout. They're not like speed edge rushers. They're going to try and collapse the pocket and try and get to squeeze into Josh Allen and not let him run because Allen's thing is he's so big that even when you would get there,
you got to wrap up.
Yeah,
you got to.
He would get away. So I'm not saying it's going to work, guys. I'm just saying I think that as a compliment to the Bills, a lot of what Miami's doing is a countermeasure to what you guys are doing because you guys are 2 years ahead of us in your rebuild.
So you're getting made fun of in terms of Logan Ryan. So not a glowing endorsement with them all over Logan Ryan though.
What? They were all over Logan Ryan before they drafted. That was one of the rumors was that they were going to get Logan Ryan. And I think the reason they didn't get Logan Ryan is because they thought they were going to go out and get Joe Thuney. So I think they were going to spend a crap ton of money on Joe Thuney. And I think that they were going to draft Logan Ryan to be their third corner or be their other corner. But then when the Patriots franchised Thuney, like basically the day before, like right before free agency started, they kind of panicked. And instead they spent more money. They took the same amount of money they were going to spend on Thuney and Ryan. And instead they spent it on Byron Jones and Eric Flowers. None of the I like this. None of the Miami corners can cover Diggs, so it doesn't matter who they get. If you can you Google? I already know the answer, but can you Google Stephon Diggs' last game against Byron Jones? And while you're at it, can you then Google John Brown's last game against Byron Jones?
I'll wait.
We'll move on, but we'll wait for the answer.
Yeah, we'll move on. Yo, you a fool. Isam Mustafa says, yo, what's up from Cleveland? What's going on, man? What's happening? They can't cover Brown either. Listen, man, the Browns know the Browns. You got me talking about the Browns. The Dolphins know what they're doing. And when they went ahead and paid big money for corners, and they got Xavier Howard, and they bring in Mahogany, whatever, I think I said that right. Yeah. And you bring in those guys, there's schools of thought, right? So like my man Bruce Exclusive did with Joe talking about team coverage or team pressure and get the sacks. So if you can cover your receivers, your guys are going to do the job. So we went ahead and bolstered our receiving core because we had an issue with getting separation, getting across, and getting things moving the sticks. So it's a big game of chess is what it's going to come down to. You got a defensive mind in Coach Flowers. Am I right? Did I say that? Flores. And you got a defensive minded coach in McDermott. So it's gonna be a chess match. So my guy Dable is really going to have to make conscious plays and call plays to get these guys in position to make moves, man, to get points, to put points on the board. What you got there?
Oh, sorry. That was so Byron Jones' last game against Stephon Diggs, 1 catch, 11 yards. Byron Jones' last game against John Brown, 1 catch, 6 yards.
Who was the quarterback for Stephon Diggs at the time?
Stephon Diggs, it would have been last year, so it would have been Kirk Cousins.
Good old Kirk. Was that last year or was it the year before?
Would have been his last 2 years.
Oh, that's years. Okay. Gotcha.
Anyways, I'm not worried about Miami covering the Bills. I'm worried about
Miami stopping your guys' running backs, because those
Agreed.
guys. I think that's going to be the big. It's going to be. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. I think that Moss and Motor are gonna run all over us, and probably Allen's gonna run too.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think that Singletary is going to have a Pro Bowl year. I feel it. He was on the brink of really coming into his own, and he got sprinkled into the offense. So wait till they give him a heavy dose. You're gonna get a heavy dose of Devin Singletary, boy. I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, no, he can't cover them both. He doesn't have to cover them both. They got Xavier Howard. He's an All-Pro.
Why you
Brown's
why
not
you
an
let
All-Pro.
why you letting them troll you like that, man? You getting all excited. Diggs probably didn't go against Byron Jones because Thielen probably did.
Yeah, no. Byron Jones probably covered the best receiver in Minnesota.
You know what it's gonna come down to too is targets.
Yeah.
And if we can get volume targets to Diggs, I think we'll have some success.
I just hope you don't. Well, not as a from your perspective, I
Right.
hope you don't try and force the ball, like kind of like Cleveland did with OBJ. Like I hope they just made Logan Ryan. They were talking as of June 1st for 1 year, $10 million. Yeah, I don't think they are. I don't think they'll end up signing him. I think they wanted to sign him early on. I think they kept talking to him in case he wanted to sign like a team-friendly deal. But I think Ryan's just holding out, and eventually he's going to sign with the Jets for like $12 million or something like that. Because the Jets are desperate for corner help.
The Jets, oh man, this is gonna be something. I got one thing. Have you changed your mind on the record prediction for your Dolphins, or do you still feel the same?
You want me to answer that?
Yeah, you can answer this one, and then you can answer my question afterwards.
Which one's what I think the Dolphins going to
Yeah,
do?
how's your prediction changed?
No, it's not going to be a great year for the Dolphins.
Okay.
This isn't the year. I think they're going to struggle because they have so many new starters, so many new pieces, so many new draft choices, and eventually they'll probably put Tua in, and rookies. He's not going to light up the world. It's not going to be a great year.
Juan Castillo wants you to answer this question if you don't mind.
Oh, the last time
He wants to hear you.
The last time Howard beat the Bills was the last time he played the Bills, and he picked Josh Allen off twice.
Yo, we gave you too much time to think while you were answering the other one.
I knew right away. The last time he played Buffalo, they beat Buffalo. It was the game that
You're a fool.
They threw the ball to Charles Clay in the end zone at the end of the game. Was that
Ryan Thiel, no, I did not get it, man. Send it to me in my DMs, bro. You know what it is, man. I gotta show you love. If you have that Mr. Project shirt, send me the DMs and I'll hit you up and I'll show love to you, man. We gotta do it. Ladies and gentlemen, great to chat with you, Kevin and Rico. Let's chat soon. Have a good remainder of the evening. And that being said, that is our show because we have been on for an hour and a half. We typically don't do that on these Friday evenings, but you guys keep rocking with your boy and with my man Kev. You guys love Kev. He's a fan favorite. I keep telling him, just become a Bills fan, man. Just become a Bills fan and just call it a day. You will be embraced. They will take you in. We will take you in like a stray cat. We'll take you in. You got cats. You know they need love.
I got one.
You know what I mean? So anyway, it's been great. Before you guys get out of this room, smash that like real quick. And if you got to this point of the video, all the way to the point of the video, I want you to type in the comment section. What should it be?
The name of the video?
Nope. Type one word that tells me they got to this point of the video. Playoffs.
Playoffs?
Okay? Type in the word playoffs, and I'll know you got to the end of this video. All right? So, if you guys enjoyed this show, we appreciate you. It's always love, and I'm going to try to get me going twice a week, and I will have to make an announcement. I'm going to do the announcement right now. You guys have been asking for my man Pierre to come on. Way back when Buffalo Fanatics started, when we were Bills Fanatics, right? Way back when, we had a show called, and I think we did 2 episodes, and then we pulled the plug on that because we just weren't ready for that. But we are going to bring it back, and it's called The Barbershop, right? Where we just chop it up. It's going to be a panel of maybe 5 of us. And we might bring in a different personality from around the Bills community. And we will be posting that on our Patreon. It'll be strictly for our Patreon. And it's going to be fun, man, because when me and Pierre get on the mic and then you add Kevin and you get a whole bunch of, it gets heated and you guys don't want to miss that. But anyway, I let the cat out of the bag. I don't even like that saying. I hate when people say the cat out of the bag. What the hell does that even mean? I let the cat. That's actually very cruel. If a cat's in a bag, it's terrible. It's letting out. But what was the cat doing in the bag in the first place? It's very cruel. So, cat's out of the bag. So the barbershop is coming soon. You might even get to see your boy Bobby that never shows his face. So yeah, man, he's like the Bruce exclusive of the Buffalo Fanatics, man. Never showing his face, but he's always putting out content. That's my guy. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is our night. We appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. And listen, do you have any last words to say for the folks?
No, man. Just I'm excited to read the comments tomorrow.
Squish the fish.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are gonna crush us this year.
So, until next time, it's your boy.
And I'm gone.
Yo, I love it when you do that shit.